Hello, my name is Brooklyn Powell, and today I will be informing you about what Tourette syndrome really is. It is really important for me to discuss what exactly Tourette's is, so that if you ever meet someone with this condition, you'll know exactly what is happening to them and you won't judge them. So what exactly is Tourette's, which is commonly referred to as TS? According to Chowdhury, Tourette's is recognized as a biological genetic disorder with a spectrum of behavioral symptoms. The behavioral symptoms related to Tourette syndrome involve tons of repetitive movements and unwanted sounds. These actions are classified as tics. Tics are one of the only signs to know if someone has Tourette syndrome.
What exactly are tics?
According to Chowdhury, a tic is an involuntary, rapid, recurrent, non-rhythmic motor or vocal action. It is sudden and purposeless. These behavioral symptoms that are called tics that are related with Tourette are vocal or motor actions that are uncontrolled by the individual. Some of the actions that could be considered a tic are shouting, coughing, blinking, jumping, headbanging, hitting, kissing, etc. Each type of tic is classified under a category of either a motor or vocal tic. According to Pringsheim, motor tics are defined as sudden, rapid, recurrent, and non-rhythmic movements. Vocal tics, however, are essentially motor tics that involve nasal or respiratory muscles, resulting in simple sounds such as muffling, sneezing, sniffing, throat cleaning, coughing. Essentially, motor tics are physical, sudden movements that occur, such as hitting or biting. Vocal tics, however, are using your nose or your mouth to make a noise, such as shouting or coughing. Individuals with this syndrome will have a sudden urge to make an uncontrollable movement in their body or make noise.
Individuals that experience these tics often feel very ashamed and uncomfortable. Use this as a reminder to never judge someone who's experiencing these tics because they are uncontrollable and they are not performing them on purpose.
Here is an example video of someone with Tourette syndrome experiencing a random burst of tics.
As you could see in the video, she had bursts of random tics that ranged from motor tics such as snapping and twitching to vocal tics such as sighing and making noise. This is what Tourette's looks like.
Many different researchers have looked at Tourette syndrome and tried to find out the root causes and if they are genetic or non-genetic factors. According to Matthews, our studies indicate that TS is highly polygenic. That is, hundreds of genes of small effect contribute to TS in a small but addictive manner. The results of the research show that Tourette syndrome is polygenic, meaning it is caused by multiple different genes. Over 50% of Tourette's cases are genetically passed down from someone in the family. Other 50%, however, are genetic mutations that occur during fetus development. Causes of these genetic mutations are unknown. For sure, they have pinpointed, however, that Tourette syndrome is caused by genetic factors. So far, scientific research has shown that there is no possible cure for Tourette's syndrome. This is something you were born with as a child, and you will have it for the rest of your life. However, there are tons of medical treatment options available to help control your tics and their pattern. According to Pringsheim, people with tics receiving the comprehensive behavioral intervention for tics are more likely than those receiving supportive psychotherapy to have reduced tic severity. Multiple trials were performed to look at the difference between those who used medicine to cure their tics and those who went to psychotherapy. After these trials were performed, it was shown that those with Tourette syndrome that took medicine had far less percentages of tic severity. The specific medicines that help those who have Tourette syndrome are fluphenazine and haloperidol. These drugs are antipsychotics and non-stimulants to help calm down their body and relax the urge in their body to have a tic. Tics are impulsive movements throughout their body. Nothing they can do besides take medicine that will calm down their body and relax the urges for the tics. In conclusion, Tourette syndrome causes individuals to have uncontrollable tics that range from vocal to motor actions. These individuals can take medicine to control their urges, but the tics will never truly go away. All that we know is Tourette syndrome is something that is genetically caused during birth. I hope that learning this information about Tourette's can open your eyes to help you understand what people with this syndrome are experiencing on a day-to-day basis. It's important to learn information about Tourette's and the tics that they perform Because without previously learning any of this information, you would have no idea what was occurring to someone who had these tics. I know not to judge someone if they are having these tics because they are uncontrollable and purposeless. Instead, if you see someone with this, give them support. I hope that you enjoyed my presentation on Tourette syndrome. You will continue to learn more information about this topic.